Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you get two nerds that are passionate about their respective fields
Absolutely.
in the same room. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Alan and Lauri in the morning. Lauri is unfortunately cannot attend. She will be here tomorrow. But for now, I'm here with the CEO of the National Community Association Institute, Mr. Tom Skiba. How are you?
How you doing? Great
Wonderful.
to be here.
Thank you for your time.
Of course.
And the opportunity to get to know a little bit more about you and all of the wonderful things you're doing. Thanks for having it in DC and not making us travel to LA, Las Vegas this year. I think a lot of us at the local level want to understand, not just to allow us to kind of see how we can assist and cooperate, or, and work with the national level, but also to learn more about what you're doing on a national scale.
Well, and it's just an international scale at this point, but we have we continue to grow our chapter network across the United States. We've had significant growth in the membership of CAI in just the last 6 months. We're up over 10%.
10% in 6 months?
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah, we made some changes to the membership structure for homeowner board members back in October, and it's been tremendously successful. We've lowered the price a little bit to make it more accessible to them, and make sure they have the resources they need as volunteers to work in their communities.
Smart.
So we like having conferences once in a while here in DC. We usually do it a year. That's a significant anniversary for CAI, so this year is our 45th year.
45th, congratulations.
Yeah, so pretty exciting. And we're up around 38,000 members and 64 chapters now. The Board of Trustees actually authorized a new chapter in Idaho just about 2 hours ago.
Oh, wow. No way. Well, talk about 45 years. How long have you been the director?
I've been at CAI for going on 17 years.
Wow.
So I came in 2002, and after a career in management consulting, and have been part of the organization since then.
Right. And so I know you're a William and Mary alumni, right?
A double William and Mary alumni.
Right.
A
finance MBA?
Finance MBA and an undergraduate degree in psychology, which in our industry sometimes has tremendous value.
Yeah, like finance, the psychology in finance, there's a lot to it, right?
Yeah, well, and part of what all managers and all boards deal with is dealing with difficult people, so it comes in handy sometimes.
Good point. So you're a veteran of difficult people.
I am, yes I am, yeah. It happens all the time.
Was there something about CAI that drew you?
It was an interesting industry. It was an industry that when I looked at CAI, I saw a organization that was fairly stagnant but had enormous potential. So when I started in 2002, we had...
So it was a calculated decision?
Oh, of course. Well,
what kind of results?
There were personal elements too, because I wanted to travel a little bit less. But when I started, there were fewer than 16,000 members in CAI. There's now just under 38,000. And it had been 16,000 for a number of years, so it had been basically flatlined. But then you look at the potential, you look at the growth. I mean, across the United States, 70 or 80% of all new home starts are in some kind of association.
We're converging in urban areas.
Our marketplace is growing so dramatically, and it continues to grow. And it continued to grow even during the worst of the global financial crisis. It slowed down, but it never stopped.
Everything slowed down, right?
Sure.
But there's urban communities they're talking about where it's a condo with everything built around it.
That's right.
Or the condo sometimes built around everything.
And built around transit, or built around work opportunities, where you've got the companies that are hiring people built into the community as well. But it's not just urban. It's really interesting. We're still seeing this suburban development and even sort of ex-urban development, where you're seeing, think about a community like Highland Ranch outside Denver, Colorado. It's probably 20 miles from downtown. It's going to eventually, when it's done, have 25,000 homes and 3,000 commercial lots.
But they're planned community.
It's a planned community. Everything's going to be there. Your shopping is going to be there. Your employer is going to be there. Your recreational facilities, your golf course, all that stuff is within the boundaries of that community. You're essentially building a pre-planned city that is run by a group of volunteers.
Well, I never looked at it at a macroeconomic level. I'm an econ major, not finance, admittedly, but I think the viewers at home, and I'm sure most of the people that are spending money to market and proliferate their brand or their value, get excited about hearing that.
Well,
because,
sure.
You know, if this industry is growing, partially as a result of your efforts, but then also just the way the trend, like it's refreshing to know that there's staying power.
Right.
And that we're on the uptick.
Well, and here's the thing. Once a community is built, people start living in it, okay? It's not going anywhere, okay? The risk is in communities that are on the planning stages and, you know, do you get the money to build it? Do you have the capital? Do you have the resources? Can you get the land? But once you've built it and people have moved in, now it has to be insured. It has to be managed. You have to cut the grass. You have to shovel the snow. And none of those jobs can be outsourced overseas because they're on the ground in the community.
I mean, they are all requiring a professional, hands-on.
Exactly.
Love it. Very good. Well, you know, we're really excited to be here again. It sounds like, and it looks like, you've got a lot of work to do, and you're passionate about it.
Oh, absolutely.
And you're doing a tremendous job.
Well, thank you.
And I'm glad we got to meet. I look forward to talking with one of your associates, your head of government affairs tomorrow.
Yep. I think that would be great. And I mean, there's lots of great stuff going on. We had a visit to the Hill yesterday. We took 110 people up to the Hill, met with over 100 members of Congress and their staff.
On some very
so you can pick her brain about that
subjects,
tomorrow.
Right?
Oh, absolutely.
Some subjects to be continued.
All right.
Thank you very much, Tom.
My pleasure.
I appreciate your time.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.